Hi, friends. Good morning. I hope that you all enjoyed your Easter yesterday. We enjoyed our dinner and had a great day. Got to see a lot of family members on the computer. It was a wonderful day. But now we're here to a new week, and we're going to get started with some of our lessons. So let's start off with our good morning song. Good morning, hello, and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. All right, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we need to see what day it is. You ready? Days of the week. 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 I lost my pointer. Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Yesterday was Sunday. It was Sunday, Easter Sunday. Today is Monday, and tomorrow will be Tuesday. But today is Monday, and the month is, see that A there? April. April, and we need to find out if it's going to be a bunny or an egg. Bunny, egg, bunny, egg, bunny, egg, bunny, egg, bunny, egg, bunny, egg, bunny. Today is going to be a bunny. It's April, what number? See if you can help me out here. 13th. A 1 and a 3. That's how we make a 13. 13th. And it is 2020. 20 is a 2 and a 0. So let's write that on our message board. You need to help me fill in some of the missing letters and numbers. It is Monday. Monday starts with the letter M. Do you know what letter that is? M. Yes, it's letter M. I'll show you. I have Monday here, and there's my letter M. So I'm going to write an M. Put this back on. There we go. You got it. M, Monday. Now we need to fill in our other letter. April, A. What letter makes that sound? A. The letter A. Just like you see up here. April. Whoops, I dropped my pen. And we said it was number 13. And 13 is a 1 and a 3. 2020. 2020. There's my number 20. So I am going to write in my 2 and my 0. Now we have our message board finished. Monday, April 13th, 2020. Let's sing our song about the date and the month. Ready? Monday is the day, Monday is the day, hi-ho the dairy-o, Monday is the day. April is the month, so let's make it rain, because in April, a lot of times we say April showers bring May flowers. April is the month, April is the month, hi-ho the dairy-o, April is the month. The 13th is the date. So let's make our bunny ears. For the 13th is the date. The 13th is the date. The 13th is the date. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the 13th is the date. And the year is 2020. So for the year, let's do a cheer. Get it? year and cheer, they rhyme. 2020 is the year, 2020 is the year. Hi ho the Dario, 2020 is the year. Nice work. Well, when I looked out my window today, you know what I saw? I saw some more clouds. I am ready for a sunny day. Today is cloudy. So my weather bear looks the same as it did yesterday. He still has his jacket and jeans and shoes on because it's a little bit chilly outside and it's very windy. We could have gotten windy out. I forgot I have a windy one. So it's cloudy, but it is also very, very windy. Things are blowing around. That is probably a better description of today. So you ready to sing about the weather? What's the weather like today? Like today, like today. What's the weather like today? Today is windy. Can you blow like the wind? All right, it's very windy out today. I hope that my chairs do not blow off my deck. They're kind of heavy and I don't have a good place to put them, so they're there, but I'm watching carefully because things are really blowing around. All right, so we talked about our shape the other day and we learned about the shape. Do you remember what it was called? It starts with an O. Oval, oval. It's kind of like a squished circle. Humpty Dumpty was an oval egg. Do you remember that with our Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty sat in a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. He was a broken egg then, but he was in the shape of an oval. Well, after we learned about oval, I showed you one of my friends that was a circle. You see this circle? And this puppet has a name. His name is Circle Joe. He helps us remember that if you see a shape like this, it's named a circle or called a circle. Round and round and round I go. I look like a ball. I'm Circle Joe. So later in today's lesson, we are going to use some circles for a song that we have about down around the corner at the bakery shop. And we're going to sing a song about the donuts, and they are in the shape of a circle. Now, last week we read a lot of stories about Pete the cat. This is one we didn't read last week. We're going to wait until later, closer to the end of the school year, and then we're going to read this because right now we're not really in school, rocking in my school shoes, but I thought it would be a good one for transition for any of you who are getting ready to kindergarten to remember what school is like. So we're going to wait on this one, but we did a lot of Pete the Cat books, and we talked about how Pete the Cat starts with our special letter, and I have lost it here. Here it is. P. That was our letter P. P. Well, today we are going to read a book about a bear. Bear starts with letter B. So we have P and B. You kind of put your lips together the same way, but they're a little bit different sounds. So there's our capital B, and there's our lowercase b. And I have a bear who has a special name. We are going to read a story about my special bear named Corduroy. Hi, Corduroy. Corduroy is one of my favorite stories, and I have a few different Corduroy stories that I will read you this week. We are going to meet on Zoom on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will do a circle time lesson each of those days, and I have Corduroy books. But in between, on Tuesday and Thursday, I may read some additional bear books this week if I get a chance. So stay tuned and see if you see some additional stories on Tuesday and Thursday. But we're going to start off with our corduroy book. I'm going to scooch a little bit closer so you can see the pictures. Corduroy is written by Don Freeman. Don Freeman is the author and the illustrator. He writes the book and he did the pictures. Now, in this book, you will notice that Corduroy starts out with only one button. One of his buttons is missing. We'll see what he thinks about that and what he does about that missing button. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. He didn't want to live at the toy store. He wanted to go home with a family. Then there were always my eyes don't work very good these days. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Nobody ever wanted to take Corduroy home. No. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear." "Nope," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost a button on one of his shoulder straps." She said, "He's not new. Look at his overalls. They're missing a button." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. It looks like the little girl's a little sad too. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go see if I can find it." He said, "I'm going to look for that lost button." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. He says, I wonder where that button could be. I'm going to look and see if I can find it." Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. "Ooh, could this be a mountain?" he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain." Do you think that's a mountain? No, it's an escalator. If you go to the mall, you might see an escalator. That's a big word, isn't it? He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was an amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." "That's not a palace. It's a furniture store." But it kind of looked like a palace to Corduroy. Look how little he is in that big store. He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed, and up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Oh no, he couldn't get it off. It was down too tight. You don't have mattresses like that anymore, but when I was little, we had mattresses with buttons on them. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop, Off came the button and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Oh no, do you see him falling? Oh no. Bang into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Oh no, he knocked the light down too. That made a loud noise. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. He says, "Who's in here?" "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. You know who did it. It was Corduroy. He's hiding though. You can only see his ears. Show you. See, there's his ears. He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" He didn't know Corduroy could go all by himself, did he? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. Here she is. Think she's gonna buy him? Bet so. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said that I could bring you home." How exciting! Lisa's going to take Corduroy home. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She says, "I don't need a box. I'm going to carry him right in my arms." She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. She looks very excited. See the smile on her face? She looks very happy. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. See, there's her bed, and there's a bed for Corduroy. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be a home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder straps fastened." So she sewed a button on Corduroy. "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and she gave him a big hug. It's so great to have friends. You can tell they love each other. See that big hug? So if we look at this picture of Corduroy, he only had one button. But at the end of the story, Lisa gave him another one. So then he had two. 1, 2. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. Like I said, I have other Corduroy stories this week and some other bear stories. I have a song about Corduroy and some other bears. Let me get my bears all in a row so I can introduce you to them. Okay, let me see if you know who some of my other bears are. I have this one. It's Polar Bear, you're right. And then, of course, we met Corduroy. And I know everybody knows this bear. It's Winnie the Pooh. And we have, yep, Panda Bear and Brown Bear. And we call this one Koala Lou because it's a koala bear. And the song goes like this. I say good morning, Polar Bear. Good morning, Corduroy. Good morning to Winnie the Pooh. Good morning, Panda Bear. Good morning, Brown Bear. Good morning to Koala Lou. I say good morning to every bear in sight. And when I am finished, it's time to say good night. I say good night, Polar Bear. Good night, Corduroy. Good night to Winnie the Pooh. Good night, Panda Bear. Good night, Brown Bear. Good night to Koala Lou. I say good night to every bear in sight. And when I am finished, it's time to say good morning. It just goes over and over like that. That's how our days are. They just, go from morning to night to morning to night. One day runs into another. I have another bear story, and it goes like this. Bears are sleeping in their dens. Pretend like you have your flashlight. In their dens. Soon it will be spring. Make your flowers. Soon it will be spring. Wake up, bears. Wake up, bears. You want to try that one with me again? Bears are sleeping in their dens. Soon it will be spring. Wake up, bears. Wake up, bears. Nice work. All right, I told you that we would be doing a song called Down Around the Corner at the Bakery Shop, and it has Circle Joe's friends in it, the circles. So we have 5 of them. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let me grab my numbers here. I had them all laid out. Here they are. And we'll use our numbers to help us sing the song. Down around the corner at the bakery shop, there were 5 little donuts with sugar on the top. Along came, we'll use our bears, Corduroy all alone. Corduroy took the yellow one home. How many do we have left? We have 4 donuts left. Down around the corner at the bakery shop, there were 4 little donuts with sugar on the top. Along came Polar Bear all alone. Polar Bear took the red one home. How many are left? We have 3. 3 little donuts at the bakery shop. I messed up. Down around the corner at the bakery shop, there were 3 little donuts with sugar on the top. Along came Pooh Bear all alone. Pooh Bear took the blue one home. Now we have 2 left. 1, 2. Down around the corner at the bakery shop, there were 2 little donuts with sugar on the top. Along came Panda Bear all alone. Panda Bear took the green one home. 1 more left, just 1. Down around the corner at the bakery shop, there was 1 little donut with sugar on the top. Along came Brown Bear all alone. Brown Bear took the pink one home. Nice job, boys and girls. I have one last song before we do our goodbye song. And it is called Down by the Bay. And I'm going to see if I can find it. I have it loaded on my phone. Oh, here it is. Hopefully it's nice and loud. All right. And the reason I chose this song, I love Down by the Bay, is because it has rhyming words in it. Remember our Easter book had a lot of rhyming words in it? Well, this song has rhyming words. It has a goose kissing a moose. See that? And it has a whale with a polka dotted tail. Whale and tail, they rhyme. A fly wearing a tie. You hear those rhyming words? Fly and tie. A bear combing his hair. Bear and hair. A llama eating his pajamas. Llama, pajamas. And the song that I found on my phone did not have this picture, but I thought I would show it to you anyways. A goat riding in a boat. I'm going to put that one down because that one's not in this version that I found, but they are very good rhyming words. So here we go. I had it all loaded up. All right. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a goose kissing a moose down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a whale with a polka dot tail down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a fly wearing a tie down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a bear combing his hair down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see llamas eating their pajamas down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever have a time when you couldn't make a rhyme down by the bay, down by the bay? All right. That was a good song. Okay, boys and girls, it's time to say goodbye for today and do our goodbye song. But stay tuned because maybe I'll have another bear story for you tomorrow. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye. It is time to say goodbye. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. Bye, friends. See you on Wednesday.